reggae master from east, west, north, and south. You are logged on to the Conscious Movement right here on www.shockout.com. This is the Shockout Radio Show. Your host, John Max, talking to you. We have a very special, honorary, legendary guest hosting the show with me today, Mr. Fullwood of a Soul Syndicate band, one of the most recorded reggae bass players of all time, especially in the 70s, where roots rock reggae music was born. So, without further ado, I just want to bring Fully right into the mix right now. Mr. Fullwood, welcome to the show.
Yes, my brother. Greetings. One love.
We're going to start off by asking you, Mr. Fullwood, where you were born in Jamaica, where you come from, your roots.
Kingston.
All right.
Kingston, Jamaica. From Greenwich Farm to Walton Park Road.
All right, man. Cool. So, your entrance into the reggae scene, as you know, I mean, how far back does it go?
Wow. As far as I can remember, when I was a little boy, probably about 8 years old, you know, I started getting involved in music, you know, small, and then developed that ears and that interest and that love for music. Yeah.
And you know, we spoke many times about about Jackie Jackson.
Or
Jackie Jackson.
Right.
And he was a very big influence.
Oh yeah, he was. He's a fabulous bass player. He's the man that do some of those way back rock steady and gosh, that's incredible bass player. Yeah.
And so he comes from an era of rock steady, with playing within ska.
From those times, from way back, from the ska to rock steady and even reggae, into the reggae, yeah.
Okay.
He's still out there, still doing his thing, so.
So like all the Coxon, Studio One recordings.
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then aside from him, what other bass players really inspired you? Was there any before him, or was he the main one?
There are a couple more bass players, of course. Also, Leroy Sibley is a friend of mine who is a very great bass player. He plays a lot of Coxon too, and you have a guy named Wallace also that used to play with Coxon. So quite a few Jamaican, probably about 2 or 3 of them that really was my influence. But away from that, most of my international love and bass player was like Ron Carter, Ray Brown. A whole bunch of those guys from, the jazz, the old jazz and blues.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're listening to a song in the background right now. This is a song you would record with the Soul Syndicate band, which is, that's your roots. And what's the name of this tune?
Naughty Dread She Want.
Okay. Now, this song here, not a lot of people know. I mean, there wasn't many recordings you actually sang on back in the day. This is one of the few. And I know the other one is I Can't Stand Losing You, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one of my personal favorites. This is always, and to be honest with you, until you and I started talking about a year ago or so, or actually not even, it was only been like 6 months ago, you had mentioned you were singing this song, and I couldn't even believe, because I love this song. I didn't realize that was you, so I think it's good for the people to hear this. We're going to take a quick little break, be right back after this music here. It's Mr. Fullwood.